Such a great reminder that it can be so dangerous out there, and you think, oh, I'll be fine. I drank enough water, no problem. I'm in great shape.
It feels fine right now.
Right.
And then the temperature warms up by 40 degrees in a few hours, and all of a sudden you're in trouble. Fortunately, we're going to get out of the hottest weather as we head through the next couple of days. Yeah, it's not necessarily going to feel like autumn yet, but at least it's not just going to feel like the peak of summertime. The overall weather pattern is starting to change a little bit. We are going to be seeing the feature that has been producing the hot temperatures, the heat dome, relaxing its grip on the Bay Area as we head into the weekend. So here is that big picture pattern. The strong heat dome is about to crack, at least the northern half of it, which has been camped out over the Pacific Northwest and helping to dominate our weather in the Bay Area. That little L off the coast. A little ripple in the atmosphere is going to send its moisture, most of its energy into the Pacific Northwest, but close enough to kick in a stronger onshore breeze, allow the marine layer to get deeper, and those factors result in cooler temperatures, even for inland parts of the Bay Area. That lower weight of the atmosphere on top of us also allows the air quality to improve. The stronger onshore breeze also helps with that. So let's take a look at the 4-day air quality forecast for the Bay Area. We had some moderate readings east of the Oakland Hills and in the Santa Clara Valley today. Mostly green dots. Good air quality over the weekend and into early next week. The one exception to that might be inland portions of the East Bay. We're also going to watch for the possibility of a little bit of smoke from the fires in Oregon, kind of wrapping around that storm system and maybe heading in from the ocean. It's kind of an outside chance at this point, but something we are going to monitor as we head into early next week. Right now, we're just monitoring that very, very shallow layer of fog sneaking through the Golden Gate, reflecting still the weight of the atmosphere on top of us, really just kind of scrunching the marine layer all the way down to ground level. Temperatures anywhere from 65 degrees in the city to 96 degrees right now in Concord. The sensor in Livermore has been offline since early this morning, so we don't get a sense of the temperatures in that part of the Tri-Valley, but it's hot. Temperatures have retreated to the upper 80s in San Jose and Santa Rosa, and temperatures are going to continue to drop off as we head through the rest of this evening and overnight. If you're going to be heading out to the A's game as they take on the Detroit Tigers, the first in a 3-game series, fewer than 10 games left at the Coliseum this season. Temperature at game time is going to be in the middle portion of the 70s, coasting down into the 60s as we head through the rest of the evening. Let's take a look at how the fog is going to behave as we head through the rest of tonight. Pretty similar to how it's behaved the past couple of nights, with the fog making its way through the Golden Gate, spreading into the inland valleys of the North Bay and spreading into the Santa Clara Valley. But that marine layer tonight isn't going to be deep enough yet to climb over the Oakland Hills and make its way into the interior valleys of the East Bay, which means full sunshine, your temperatures are going to heat up more efficiently, and your temperatures are going to be the warmest on the map by tomorrow afternoon. Let's talk about those specific highs. Getting up into the upper 80s in San Jose, still running about a half dozen degrees above normal, but closer to where you're supposed to be. Low 90s for Los Gatos and still mid 90s in Morgan Hill. And the hottest temperatures are going to climb up into the middle portion of the 90s. Livermore in that territory, same thing for Antioch and Fairfield. Low 90s for Concord. Again, still hot, but reasonably hot for early September. 80s for Fremont and Redwood City, with low 70s in San Francisco. Temperatures reaching the mid 70s to 75 degrees across the bay in Oakland, so not a huge difference from San Francisco to Oakland. And temperatures in the North Bay also reaching up only into the low to mid 80s, a lot closer to what's normal for this time of year. The normal temperatures are going to stick around for a while, but we're actually going to see a signal towards below normal temperatures kicking in as we look farther down the line. This is the latest 6 to 10 day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, and there is that wide swath of cooler than average conditions expected as we hit the midpoint of September. And even as we see the warmer air trying to edge back towards us as we approach the autumnal equinox on the 22nd, still cooler than average temperatures expected in the 8 to 14 day outlook as well. So once we get past the hot temperatures that we have today, things are heading in a better direction. Still occasionally toasty for inland parts of the Bay Area, but the hottest temperatures are only going to reach up into the low to mid 90s. No triple-digit heat, no extreme heat in store over the course of the next 7 days. And even beyond that, we'll look at the 10-day outlook for various communities coming up at 5:30. Temperatures around the Bay staying in the low to mid 70s. A little more cloud cover, morning fog giving way to afternoon sunshine. And along the coast, the fog is going to be pretty stubborn this weekend and early next week, but you should break through to a little more sunshine by the end of next week as well.